And introducing first, down in the bottom left hand corner of the map, we have our blue Zerg from Exile 5. It is Pig. Up on the top left hand side of the map, we have our red Zerg representing Avant-Garde. It is King Kong. Alright guys, so 1-1 in the series. We're on the 4-player map of Frost. King Kong is going to have the early advantage for scouting out. Actually, in ZVZ, something like this is kind of funny for either player. I mean, King Kong is going to get a little bit of an earlier scout on the base, but Pig is still going to find out where King Kong is because of the timing of the Overlord that does head down here. So when these two Overlords cross paths, they will know where each other has spawned, but King Kong will get a little bit of an earlier scout on the base, and that's about it. So, King Kong and Pig, yes, this series has been pretty good so far. I'm expecting a hatchery first out of both players. It looks like Pig is sending a drone off down there to do just that. What is King Kong going to do? He's going to throw down his own hatchery at the 15 supply mark. So both players just playing fairly standard ZVZ. And there we go, those Overlords have crossed paths, so both players know what is going on, and I expect the Overlords to be changing their paths pretty soon. There we go, Pig's change, and King Kong's changes over, and King Kong's going to get a nice scout off there on the hatchery first here from Pig. And the pill goes down for either player. Now, Pig actually is going to do the build that he's been relying on through this entire tournament, basically, in ZVZ, is going for his hatch, pool, and gas. And I mean, I like it, it's very safe. He's not being super greedy, because he obviously delaying the pool is definitely not fun, of course. And yeah, he's going to go with that. So the gas has been completed. He's going to start mining from that very, very diligently. And there we go. He sends the drones over. On the other hand, the Overlord is now going to pop in here from King Kong, and he sees that the gas is now being mined here from King Kong. So he gets a little bit of a count off, sees how much gas has been mined. Pig's Overlord is still making his way over to find the base, and he will find that it will be a hatchery first, because he'll get there and the hatchery will be spawned. But will he get up into the base? Another pause coming out from Pig, so he must have some really bad connection issues back down there in Sydney, which is a little bit unfortunate because it's such a big tournament today. He would be praying to the internet gods that his internet would be fine today, and the unpause is there. So there we go, he's back in the zone and ready to go. So here we go, where is Pig's Overlord? It is popping in, it sees the base that it's already spawned, he already sees a creep, so he pulls away. And is just getting into position to see if any lings are going to try and sneak out of the base and come down this ramp. So he's just setting up pretty nicely. King Kong instead actually goes straight up into the base, scouts everything, and then moves out his Overlord. So he's getting a nice positioning. He's setting this to spot the third base. His second Overlord is going to come in and then spot the lings leaving bases, etc. But he's not going to see these scouting lings that get out, unfortunately for him. But he doesn't have to worry too much, as they're only scouting lings. There are actually a couple more lings from King Kong here to spot this, and he runs around all those lings here from King Kong, and he's going to make his way into the base and have a little bit of a scout off. Now, how much is Pig actually going to see here? No, he's going to lose that ling, not quite. There's no queen up in the main right now, so he's going to get up there. He's going to see that there's no gas up in the main, but did he see the gases down below? He saw one gas was taken, so you can assume that both gases are taken down there. Queen is harassing one of the Overlords over there of Pigs. Now, there's a lot of lings here for King Kong, so he's really wanting to get a solid look in with these and get a little bit of harassment done on these drones. And he picks off one of the drones, two lings go down, lings chasing them out. He's going to cut them off with one of the lings there, one goes down, two, and all four lings go down there for King Kong. But he sees the layer timing, he sees that Speed is still researching, and he also sees that gas is still being heavily mined here from that first extractor here of Pigs. What is King Kong's reaction? He's already got his two gases up. What is he going to start doing with that? And actually, Pig gets supply capped right now. It looks like King Kong really wanted that Overlord dead, and he sent his queen out on a journey to go and pick that off, and now he's going to go and get himself a third base. And I don't think Pig actually saw that drone moving out down there, and there's no Overlord in position for him to spot that right now. So that could become a problem for Pig if he doesn't really get anything done here in the main with his units. And can he see down there? No, he can't. If he moves out onto that ledge, he would have been able to see that third base, but he's not going to check that out. But Pig right now still mining that gas, actually gets himself a couple more, goes up to 3, and is now got himself, actually is going to take all 4 gases right now and throws down a Baneling Nest. Is he going to go for a bit of an all-in timing here? But what is King Kong doing here in the meantime is throwing down a Rotorine, he's throwing down an Evolution Chamber here at the front. He's got a Spine Crawler going into the wall as well. He's feeling a little bit in danger right here as he's making a lot of lings of his own right now. He's getting set for a defense. There is a bit of a ling run by going down to that third base, and they've actually got a lot of damage done to that base that yeah, it could be problematic in the future, but there's a lot of lings here for King Kong, but this is going to work out pretty nicely here for Pig. He's actually going into a Spire, so 2 base meter. I actually kind of like this from Pig here. If he flies around, supply blocks King Kong for a very long time. Oh, he almost got a very good detonation there off on the Banelings. They walk straight into a big flock of them, but he's not able to get, and he actually detonates one, gets a lot of them down. He's actually going to pick off the rest of the lings as well. No troubles there for Pig as he picks off absolutely everything. The Banelings doing their job just fine and forces the lings here of King Kong to leave Pig's base. And a little bit of ling micro coming down from King Kong, pulls off the weak ones, and he's actually going to win that little micro battle, but now more lings coming back here from Pig, and he will clean that up. A third base coming down from Pig, but the third base has been established now for King Kong. That is up, and 14 roaches now on the way, and only 3 mutilaries right now. I think he's just going to send those out, clean up all of the overlords that he can possibly get while he switches into roaches. So he doesn't want to waste too much gas on those mutas, of course, but he's already kind of committed to a Spire, which is 200 gas right there. So that's 8 roaches he spent on that Spire right there when he needs to switch back into him right now. So he's sending the mutas off. If he can get some supply caps though, it could help him out dearly. He doesn't know where the overlords are though, and he's sending them across the map. He's just got a little bit of attack path going out. He found one, so he's going to go pick that off, and there's 3 more on the map that he can have a go at if he really wants to. He's actually getting a couple more meter as well, so he might actually force a little bit of a funny reaction here from King Kong. He's actually throwing down his Spore Crawlers now. He's going to try and get a little bit of harassment, but the Spore Crawlers are done. He might lose a meter here. Gets a bit low, gets it down the orange. He can back off and let it regen. There is a Spore Crawler down at the third as well. There's a Ling counterattack waiting there as well, but he's going to be spotted by a few roaches moving out here by Pig, and he actually pulls them out, delays the roaches from chasing all of them. He's going to swing in. He's going to get himself a Queen though, which is, oh no, there's a couple of transfuses in those units there, but he's going to try and get himself an Overlord, which he does get. He doesn't quite supply, but actually does supply block King Kong. He's on 93 and 94. 3 more Overlords about to pop. He's going to fight these Queens head on. They're the only anti-air in that area, but that's going to be enough to push them away. Now the roaches are making their way across the map. A few the mutas are just going to keep fighting that while the other roaches sneak around the back, but they're actually going to come home right now. The lings actually got into the base here of King Kong. Did he get many worker kills? No, he got 5 done. But now the mutas are swinging into the other side of the base. He can sit above the Rotorine here and actually attack that. I'm not sure why he hasn't had a little go at that, because that is a tech rate here for King Kong at the moment. And he's actually picking off a couple of drones. He can sit on this high ground. No, he can't really now. The Queens have come back. He can sit here and pick off some extractors, maybe get some bounce damage on some drones and kill them off. Now, in the meantime, though, roaches are making their way across the map here for King Kong, and he does have a +1 upgrade complete, but that is about to finish as well here for Pig. How many roaches does he have at home? He actually does not have much at home. He needs to bring these mutas home. Do they survive? Only a few of them actually survive on their way out. That's a bit of a problem there for Pig, but here we go. The engagement down at that third base. King Kong actually does have a little bit slightly roach lead, but he doesn't want to get into engagement where he loses too much, as the mutas have come back home here for Pig, so he can start getting some damage down. A nice burrow there. I don't think that was actually seen by... Okay, yes, it has been seen by Pig. He's got a Overseer in production over here above his third base. Now, what is King Kong going on the other side of the map? He's getting himself a Spine Crawler just in case any kind of sneaky run bys do try to come in once again. Those burrowed roaches do unburrow. He comes right in. There is an Overseer, so he can't burrow and leave. There is mutas there. There's an Overseer. He's going to be able to run away though, but the mutas are going to just follow them all the way home and kill them off. King Kong trying to commit a Queen to kill this Overlord. He can just kind of move if he really wants to, but he's not going to. These roaches are done for. Pig taking a little bit of a supply lead though, and it could come around to bite King Kong right now, because basically Pig has fought himself back into this game. well, starting off with mutas, and the mutas have basically paid off. I mean, he's still got 4 left. They're still being a nuisance to King Kong, picking off overlords where they can. Now Pig is getting a 4th base. He can safely do so because his roach count is very, very good right now. He's actually up by 11 roaches, and he's actually getting a his carapace upgrade is about to finish King Kong, but plus the carapace for Pig is about to come as well. Pathogen glands though from King Kong. He's got his infestors on the way, but if Pig hits a nice timing here, he's actually going to cancel the 3rd base. He actually straight up kills it. No cancel it. King Kong was not expecting that. There was absolutely no sight coverage on that side of the map here for King Kong, and that was a little bit problematic as Pig is going to very securely get his 4th base, while King Kong now has to defend and try and regain that 4th base. I needed to take a little bit of a breath here. I'm running out of it. As now, King Kong is moving to get his +2 carapace. He's got his infestors out now. He's got the pathogen glands upgraded now. +2 missile is almost there for Pig as well. He's getting more and more roaches and he's moving out onto the map once again. He's not looking to have infestors though. He just wants to be able to kill King Kong right here, right now, as he's up by 30 roaches. If he takes a great engagement now, this looks like it could be it here for King Kong in this tournament, because this is a loser's bracket, guys. Whoever loses this game right now is going to be out of the tournament, and will not get that seed into the next tournament or even Challenger League. And Pig has such a concave right now, but there are infestors at the back. He's forcing King Kong back up the ramp. A nice fungal dodge, only catching 2 of Pig's roaches right there, and he's going to keep the aggression up. He doesn't have really any more roaches coming across the map, but he's basically maxed out. King Kong is trying to catch up daily right now, but the roach count for Pig right now is ridiculous. It's up by 15. They're on equal upgrades. Pig needs to keep this attack going and do as much damage as he can. He's picking off queens left, right, and center. This macro hatch is now under fire. Pig losing a single roach. They're a little bit out of position, but what can you do? And he's still got these mutas with an overseer sitting over here, so I'm not sure where he's going with that. Pig is just going to be able to pick off this macro hatchery, but King Kong can just keep so many of his roaches alive, and he steps forward and he's going to trap a lot of roaches in the back here, and Pig needs to get this wraparound, which he needs to get going now. He's actually just kind of stopping. I'm not sure where he's going. He's just kind of sacrificing a few roaches there. I'm not sure where he's going with it, but he does have another base now. He's setting up his own macro hatchery in the main. I'm not sure what Pig was doing in that battle. He kind of just forgot what was going on. Maybe he's just on the wrong side of the map or a bit laggy or something. But 7 infestors now on the way. So he's just sacrificing roaches to be able to get himself in the infestor game as well. But that just kind of gave a window for King Kong to catch up and take over in the roach count. And now King Kong is going to take that advantage while infestors are not out here for Pig. He's going to move across the map with a lot of units, and Pig might not be ready for this. He's still a fair bit away from these infestors, 18 seconds until they spawn, but King Kong does somewhat turn around for now. There is a little bit of a muta flyby heading into this third base. He can actually attack this because the Spore Crawler is not quite in the position. He might actually snipe this base, and King Kong is actually moving in to try and snipe the 4th base here of Pig. Now Pig needs to get in here and do what he can. I mean, there's a lot of roaches out of position here for King Kong, so if he can get to a good solid engagement at the start, and is actually trying to get this base, but he's not going to get it. He's in range of this Spore Crawler, and that's not doing well for him. But here we go. Pig takes the engagement. He throws down some fungals. None of them get on top of those infestors at the back, but the fungals from King Kong do that instead. Let's see who's winning this battle. It looks like Pig is starting to lose some ground on this army, and King Kong is powering through. The rest of the roaches are starting to go down, and Pig drops a massive ton of supply. A lot of infestors going down. It looks like it could be the end here for Pig, as King Kong bearing all of the rest of his roaches to regain that health, to keep the pressure on. There is no burrow here for Pig at all. He can't regen the health of the roaches that he has down here at his third base, and now King Kong looking very commanding as a lot more roaches are spawning for him, and he's actually getting a Hydralis Den behind this. He still has a couple of fungals left on these infestors, actually only just the one, and those infestors should have spawned now for Pig. So if he can regain this battle, keep himself maxed out, and do what he can, because he actually... Okay, he didn't keep that base at all. He's actually lost it, but now he's going for the engagement. Pig, he's going to try and go in where his infestors actually lost him on that last battle. I completely forgot about that, and that's going to be problematic, of course, because there's infestors are still alive here for King Kong, and he's trying to go in. He's battling on a couple of different fronts here. Pig has a great concave. He takes out the front battle, and once he cleans that up, he's going to move down to the lower side, and he's going to have so many roaches coming in from that left side. He could be dangerous here for King Kong if he stays for too long. There's so many roaches pushing in down here. King Kong has to reposition. Unfortunately, Pig lost a lot of those roaches on the right hand side. Is now going to push King Kong out of the backside as well. And it looks like he does that just as well. King Kong though, mining gas off of 4 bases. Pig unfortunately does not have his 4th base back up and running yet. King Kong does rebury his roaches once again, keeping as many as alive as he can. Let's check out that roach count for either player. And Pig actually has a slight lead in roaches right now, but there's still infestors here for King Kong, as King Kong actually remakes them all right now. 6 on the way. And Pig just kind of moving around the map with a bit of a roach force, as King Kong trying to find a safe way home, as he's going to go the very, very long way around by the look of things. And that could be troublesome, because if Pig knows the roaches are there, he's just going to go across the map and crush whatever's over there. And now, for some reason, he's sent